big number. Big numbers. Big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers. Big numbers. 100 million bag, that's a big number. Big numbers.
All right, Coach, from the home of the Bills since 1973, there's a look at New Era Field just outside of Buffalo, New York. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Buffalo Bills. Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
On the double.
951, 951. Me and you all day.
Here's the third-round pick from Memphis. It's Darrell Henderson. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Here we go.
To the right side, this is Henderson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Brandon, after last week we went over 200 yards. Looks like the hot tub, cold tub, whatever he did, it worked pretty well.
Much chatter about that performance. Rightfully so. AFC Offensive Player of the Week. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Minshew. Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
A gain of 13 yards.
Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Let's go. Do you tighten up?
Hey, shoot.
Off play action, it's Minshew. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Off the edge, Jerry Hughes gets the sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
This is Henderson. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Down. 10-2 stop.
Trip. You got Trip. You got 3. 17 got it. Check him out. He's going to sit right over the middle. Watch the middle. Silver.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football.
That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
19!
Mike, 58, right there. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D.
To the car!
Check 31, check 31.
1st down, a run with Cohen. Dances by him. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Hey, 55!
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
On 2nd and 12, Watson. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 30.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Throwing on 2nd down now, Minshew. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw intercepted by the all-pro corner, Kyle Fuller. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this 1st half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.